Hello everybody, today we're going to have a quick tutorial about how to make the red button of this radio move. Now it is really easy. So the first thing that we should do here is to put the red button in a different layer. We're going to use that with the pen tool that we have, and we're going to cut it and just paste it in another layer. So that is basically what we're going to do right now. And okay, now after doing that, we can see that there is some rasterized parts behind the button. We're just going to make a layer under the picture layer that we have, which is layer 0, and we're going to use the brush tool so that we could recolor it just like the radio itself, which is a dark color. Okay, now you can still see that there are some red lines. They don't really look cool. You have two choices. You can rather do the whole thing with the pen tool again, or if you are lazy just like me, you can just use the brush tool to just make those red lines just like the other part of the radio. And yes, I know it doesn't look good at all, okay, but it doesn't really matter because nobody can really see what is underneath it. We're just going to make it in a way that it just doesn't show the rasterized parts of the radio, and the other things are not really important at all. So we're just gonna put this here, and we can just scale it a bit. So yeah, it looks great. Then we can merge these two layers. You can rather use Ctrl E, or you can just merge layers with right click. Okay, now we have this part. Now we're going to do something weird, okay, but we're going to see what is going to happen. Okay, I'm going to make a shape, okay, and then with holding Ctrl, I'm going to click on the bottom layer, which is layer 1. And after doing that, you can see that there's a selection that the button is now selected. This is really good. Now come back to the shape and use mask and mask the object. But we don't want that. We want to go to properties and invert the mask. Now you can see that we have a really weird shape, but we're going to see what is going to happen after that, okay? And we are good to go, and we can now switch to After Effects. Okay, now we are in After Effects. We're going to first import the Photoshop file and choose the import kind to composition and layer option to editable layer styles. Great. Okay, now we have this button here, and all of the layers are looking great. We're going to order the layers first. Okay, now the layers look great. Now what we're going to do is to go to the track matter. And if you can't see track matter, just click on the toggle switch, okay, and it is going to appear. Okay, now after that, use the second one, okay, and after doing that, you can see that the shape is now disappeared. Okay, now we can see that if you just put some keyframes, okay, I'm going to do that, and the second one, you can easily see that now the button is moving, okay, the button is now moving. Now there's another problem here. You can see that there are some red parts that are appearing again after the mask. It is because that our shape is not that big enough. Now it is not a really big problem. All we have to do is to first switch to Photoshop and just make the shape bigger. But clicking A on the keyboard and using these two anchor points, we're going to make the shape larger. Okay, click yes. Okay, now save the document first. Okay, after doing that, after refreshing the document, After Effects will update the shape. Now you can see that the red part is disappeared because our shape is now bigger. And that's it. I really hope that this tutorial could help you, and good luck.